How many times have you heard this? The VA appraisal process takes so long. They always undervalue the property. The VA appraiser is so nitpicky, I even wonder if they like veterans. That's just so not true. There's so many inconsistencies with that. So let's do this. Let's declassify the VA appraisal process. Before we get down and dirty into the weeds with this stuff, let's define some words here, okay? So what is an appraisal? An appraisal is an expert's opinion, keyword expert, expert's opinion of value of something. You can have an appraisal on anything, but everybody associates an appraisal with a home loan, which that's great. The key word in all that is expert, because the appraiser is a non-interested third party who actually performs all appraisals, conventional, VA, FHA, USDA, you name it, they do them. The difference with the VA approved appraiser and a regular appraiser is they have logged a certain amount of hours in their industry to be considered VA approved. Now they have to go through a panel, they have to go through an approval process. It's a fully involved event. So when you get an expert's opinion of value, the VA approved appraiser is an expert. They have exceeded 2,000 appraisal hours. That is crazy. That's a lot of appraisals. Now the VA home loan is an earned benefit. And because it's an earned benefit, the VA has taken steps to protect veterans, lenders, loan servicers, and quite frankly, even the VA. All right, and they do this through what's called minimum property requirements, or MPRs. So in addition to establishing value of the property that you're trying to purchase, the VA approved appraiser is actually looking to make sure that the house meets these minimum property requirements. These minimum property requirements are all detailed out in Chapter 12 of the VA Lender Handbook. There is actually 14 paragraphs, so 14 different topics that the home must meet. And now these things aren't anything outlandish. So when you're walking through houses, potentially placing offers on them, and you have a skilled realtor with you, they're going to be able to identify these. Now, if you don't have an agent, or you're questioning your current real estate agent's ability to execute on a VA home loan, I would go through the house with a pad and paper, and everything that you see, ask yourself these three questions. The three S's to the VA MPRs. Is this a sanitary issue? Meaning, is there mold? Is there a pest infestation? Those things. Number 2, is this a structural issue? Meaning, cracks in the foundation, cracks in the windows, broken windows, that kind of stuff. And lastly, is it safe? Is this a safety issue? Handrail, stairs, 3 or more steps, you have to have a handrail. Are there exposed wires? These are the things that you need to be looking for and writing down, because after you do that walkthrough, you sit down with your real estate agent and you talk to your lender, because those things that you just found and identified and called out, those are now negotiating tools, and the ball is in your court, my friends. Yes. Now it's important to note that the VA approved appraiser should not call out or recommend repairs for minor cosmetic issues, such as normal wear and tear, things that doesn't matter per se. A scratch in the wall, a dent in the wall. Those are cosmetic things from normal wear and tear. On January 1st of 2020, the VA lending world was given 4 phenomenal presents, and they all came from the Blue Water Navy Vietnam Veterans Act. Those 4 things have changed the game for us vets. Number 1, got rid of the loan limits. Now, there wasn't technically a loan limit prior to January 1st, 2020. However, now a veteran with full entitlement can purchase above and beyond the conforming loan limits. They could purchase up to $10 million and finance 100% of it. Number 2, and I'm so happy this happened, standardization of the VA funding fee. It doesn't matter if you're active or reserve or National Guard. VA funding fee is the same for every single entity. Number 3, this one's a no-brainer. Purple Heart recipients are now exempt from the VA funding fee. Lastly, and probably the coolest one of them all, because it saves you some cheddar cheese, lenders can now self-certify the repairs called out on the VA appraisal. with an exception of paint issues. So if there's cracked and peeling paint on the exterior of the home and the appraiser calls it out, you're gonna have to paint it and you're gonna have to pay for them to come back. It's $150 per trip to verify the work. So why don't you do it initially up front? And why is that important to you? Well, just recently, the VA, in an attempt to be as competitive or more competitive than the other loan programs, has increased their fees of the appraisal. So every state is different. They're in different jurisdictions. So here in the state of Michigan, we went from $525 to $625 for single family homes and condominiums. $675 for manufactured homes, because there's a lot more work involved with a manufactured home appraisal. And lastly, multi-unit, duplex, threeplex, quadplex. Those cost $800 now. Now, why would the VA do that? I've talked to numerous VA approved appraisers, and here's what every single one of them tell me. Whenever there's a VA appraisal request sent over to them and they accept it, they get paid immediately upon completion. So if they complete it on Wednesday, they're getting paid Friday. And they love that. The other loan programs, they don't get paid till after the loan closes. So in order to entice these VA approved appraisers, because let's face facts, appraisers are overworked and stretched thin just like everybody else in the real estate industry. So in order to make them jump, we have to offer them some more money. So if they get an extra $100 for bumping a VA appraisal up to the top of the stack, let's do it. But because it's more expensive now, don't you think it would behoove you to walk through and check for these MPRs? Because who wants to pay an extra $150 when it all could have been avoided in the first place? Now, keep in mind, with the VA appraisal process, the veteran pays for the appraisal up front before closing. And why is that? It's because it's the property of the veteran. It goes with the veteran wherever the veteran goes. So if this deal falls apart for whatever reason, that appraisal goes with the veteran. It doesn't stay with the property. So a listing agent can accept a conventional offer right away, but the appraisal goes with the veteran. So that's another reason why you should accept a VA offer. When you say VA minimum property requirements in a nutshell, why don't you stand by for next week's video? We're going to break down the appraisal process from start to finish. What's all involved? How do we do this? It's only going to make you better, because knowledge is power. Power is confidence. Confidence is everything in the real estate world. My name is Brad Stinson, the Mortgage Marine. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Leave feedback, comments below. Shoot me a private message. Shoot me an email, text, phone call. I'm available. I'm here to help you. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Semper Fi. See you next week.